Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is the next episode of my long-running series, which I'm so excited that we finally started, and it's my freezer and pantry challenge video where I'm just eating the food already in my house. So we've quit grocery shopping. Instead, we have taken stock of all of the food in my house. We are just eating that food. Cost of living crisis is definitely a thing. We're feeling it. I'm sure lots of you are feeling it as well. I tend to go food shopping once a week and do a big grocery shop, and what I was doing was picking up something here and there willy-nilly, or an extra packet of chocolates that we didn't need. Special buys aisle always gets me from Aldi as well. So by not going each week and doing these big shops, I'm going to naturally save money anyway because I'm not buying things I didn't necessarily need. And also we're being a bit more inventive with what we're eating. So I've taken stock of everything in my freezer, fridges, cupboards, pantries, and I'm being a bit more inventive with our meals, using up food that's just kind of sitting there. So it's been a really fun challenge so far. The only caveat to the no grocery shopping is you can pop to the shops and pick up essentials. So essentials look different for everyone. For me, essentials are fresh fruit and veg, things like milk, things for my toddler, so anything he needs, although he does eat his dinners, mainly what we eat. And just like bare essentials. So yeah, it's been a really good challenge so far. I'm loving seeing so many of you joining me. Today is finally the first week of meals. So in this video today, you're going to see lots of meals that we've been eating over the first few days of starting this challenge. So some lunches, some dinners, just things I've been digging out of the freezer and making. Actually making a recipe today. I'm going to be making a recipe with Oren today. Obviously it's just a nice and easy recipe, but I'm really enjoying like doing more things with him in the kitchen as well, and just enjoying more things together. So this part of the video is very kindly sponsored by Readly. So if you watch any of my previous videos before, you may have seen that I am an avid fan of Readly. I have worked with them before, but outside of working with them, I'm a massive fan. I love Readly, especially for unwinding in the evenings and traveling. Oh my gosh, when I travel, Readly is like the thing I use all the time. So if you're thinking what on earth is Readly, Readly is an online magazine app. It has thousands of magazines, and you subscribe to the app, pay monthly a fee, and then you get thousands of magazines, which is actually amazing, as I've always been like a magazine buyer. Magazines are actually really expensive, like per magazine it was really adding up, so subscribing to the app made a lot more sense. You do actually get 2 months, your first 2 months completely free if you use my link down below. But Oren and I have been loving the Disney magazines on Readly. Oh my gosh, so Disney have like a whole arrangement of magazines. It's so good, we love it. And they've even got a couple of comic books, like Disney comic books, which are my first comics, so specifically aimed at like completely first timers with comics. And obviously he can't read himself, I obviously read to him, but we love just opening the comics and looking at all the pictures. They're really like baby friendly. A lot of like the illustrations and graphics kind of match up with some of the programs you see on TV for children, so it's really like nice to the eye for him. He recognises the characters. So for example, like Frozen was on over Christmas, and although he's too young to kind of sit down and watch a film yet, he was dipping in and out of Frozen and he was loving it. I don't get what it is about Frozen that children just love. I mean, it's a great film. I prefer Frozen 2, if I'm gonna be honest, but it's a great film. But they've got Frozen magazines as well. So he is loving looking through there, and he always points to Olaf and Sven, and it's just a really nice, like, I've noticed some of the magazines are like aimed at preteens and things like that, so older Disney fans. I mean, I'm a big Disney fan. Yeah, if you do want to check out Readly, use my link down below because you get 2 months for free, which is actually quite a limited offer. There's no contract at all, you can cancel anytime. But try it for a couple of months, let me know what you think. And you might think, do you know what, I love this app, I'm gonna keep it, especially as we're coming up to like travel season. Thank you very much Readly for sponsoring me on that part of the video. Let's get on with the rest of the video. I hope you're all doing really, really well. Subscribe if you're not already, and if you are feeling extra kind, give this video a thumbs up, and let's just go. Okay, today's recipe is jerk chicken tacos. A little bit random, but it worked really, really well, so I really recommend. I've linked some jerk seasoning that I found down below for you. Apparently the one I've linked isn't very spicy, so if you do want it spicy, just add some chili powder in. The one I have, which I'm showing on camera now, is quite spicy, and I love it spicy, so but otherwise the ingredients are all the same. Chicken was from the freezer that we had just sitting in the freezer. I defrosted it, And a few hours before cooking, I'm marinating it with a big slush of olive oil and 2 heaped tablespoons of jerk seasoning. I'm also going to add a handful of the frozen red onions that I have stored in the freezer. Such a great tip, freezing sliced onions in the freezer, because as you can see, they don't clump together, so really easy to just pull some out of the freezer. I am leaving that to marinate for a few hours. Whilst the chicken is cooking, it cooks for about 30 minutes. I'm going to prepare some salad and rice. I've done my rice recipe a few times before, but I'm going to add it down below for you so it's written out. I'm making an avocado salsa, so that is a very easy task. So all you do is get your avocado, peel it, take the stone out, chop it, add some lime juice, lime zest, olive oil, salt and pepper. And that's all you do. Mix it together. If you do it about 30 to 60 minutes before the dinner, it marinates really, really nicely. I also add some chopped spring onion, which I found in my fridge, which was looking kind of dodgy, but it was okay to add into the salsa. It actually worked perfectly. So about 10 minutes before the end of cooking, or maybe about 15 minutes to be honest, I'm adding some frozen peppers, mixed peppers that I have in my freezer. Again, peppers are a great one to buy. They're going out of date and they're cheaper from the shops. Buy them, chop them up, freeze them. They don't clump together. They're great. My rice is cooked. I add some garden peas to the mixture, and then I add the rice and the peas to the chicken mixture. So as you can see, this is making absolutely loads. So this made enough for us to have tacos, and then we actually enjoyed it for dinner the next night, just as it was, because there's so much rice in it. The rice was really good for like stretching the meal out, so you didn't need as much meat, which makes things cheaper. There was lots of veggies in there. Obviously with the tacos, that's a bit of bread, and then adding the cheese and avocado. It was such a filling, delicious dinner, and we had it for dinner that night and the night after, which was such an added bonus. And yeah, I got to use the lettuce that was sitting in my fridge for ages, which was absolutely fine after a cold wash. I nearly said cold bath. It kind of is a cold bath. But yeah, there they go. There you are. They were so good. Okay, this recipe is the ultimate mac and cheese. Now, if you're going to make any recipe of mine, I would make this one. This is the ultimate. When I say ultimate, I mean the ultimate. So first things first, that is Lawrence's hand you're going to be seeing. My hands haven't like grown 10 inches because he actually made it this day because I wasn't feeling too great, but I really fancied this. This is ultimate comfort food. It has probably 10 million calories in it, but who cares? When you're having comfort food, you just want it to be luxurious. So first thing you do is make the roux for the cheese sauce. Cheese sauce is very easy to make from scratch, so give it a go if you've never tried before. But essentially you need to melt on the hob, medium-low heat. You don't want it to melt too quickly because it will burn. A big knob of butter. Once that's slowly melted, add a heaped tablespoon of plain flour, and it will go to this sort of thick goo texture. That's sort of the texture you want it. Once it's to that texture, you want to add some milk. Now add the milk a little but slowly, so a little bit but slowly, because it will really quickly absorb into the flour and thicken up, and then you want to add a little bit more milk until you've got a consistency of like a thick creamy sauce. You want it a little bit runny because this is where you're going to be adding lots and lots of cheese, which really thickens the sauce up. So we always use 4 different types of cheese. So you want a tangy cheese, you want a mild cheese, a creamy cheese, yeah, whatever cheese you have basically in the fridge. Cream cheese works really, really well for this. Honestly, most cheeses work really, really well in this dish. So we used red Leicester, mature cheddar, Parmesan and Gouda. So after all the cheese has been grated and the sauce is the consistency you want, you add the cheese into the sauce. I am actually adding this recipe onto Instagram, by the way, because it's kind of complicated. So follow me on Instagram if you do want to see that. Anyway, so you've added all of your grated cheese into the sauce. Now you're going to add your al dente pasta into the cheese sauce. This pot is fantastic. I couldn't live without it. You can do it without this pot, but this pot makes it so easy because you can also put this in the oven afterwards. We're adding goat's cheese and sun-dried tomatoes on top of our mac and cheese, so you don't want to cook these beforehand. So slice up goat's cheese, slice up or get out some sun-dried tomatoes. You want to drizzle a bit of the sun-dried tomato oil on top of the pasta, and then you're going to bake that for about 40 minutes. Insane, absolutely insane. It was so luxurious and it's worth the effort. As I said, that recipe is definitely going on my Instagram stories and my Instagram highlights. So, oh, where did that go? There. Okay, we are making frozen inspired smoothie bowls. As I said, my little monkey is loving frozen at the moment. There's your cow. What does the cow say? Oh. He's loving frozen at the moment. It was on over Christmas. He was transfixed. He loves Olaf. Thinks Olaf's really funny. He loves Sven. Is Sven the moose or a reindeer? Gosh, I can't even get Anna and Elsa the right way around. Anna and Elsa, sorry. So I'm still very new to this frozen world. But I have this recipe card. Let me go grab it. Do you remember? Where's Olaf? There. Yeah, there. There's Olaf. And look, we can try anyway and make frozen smoothie bowls. Yeah, and look, I think Anna's the one with red hair. Elsa is the blonde one, the frozen one, I think. Anyway, so I got this frozen recipe card. I don't know where it came from. I think it was just in the post. Actually, I think my mum dropped it round. It was at part of her food shop. And I thought, let's make it. It'll be really cute to make that with him. He's definitely getting to the age now where I can say oh, can you do this? And he will do it. And can we try this? It's all a game to him. But he loves to put food in something and do a bit of stirring and things like that. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Right, so what do we need to do, darling? We need to get some fruit. So we've got banana. We've got frozen fruits. Oh, good idea with the porridge oats. Let's add some porridge oats. We're not going to add milk, but we are going to add soy yogurt, and we've got chia seeds. So actually, we've got all the right ingredients, apart from flaked almonds, but that's okay. The chia seeds have been in water for the last half an hour, just doing their thing. Good boy. You're already standing very well. Can you put that strawberry and those berries into the pot? Good boy. And what about this one? In they go. Look, your fingers are going pink. That's okay. Shall I pour some in? Do you want to help? Go on then. And you're right, we poured lots in. Do you want to put the 2 raspberries in there? 1, 2. All done, well done. Yeah, you've got all the fruits in. So we finished with that. Oh, we've got some leftover sachet. Do you want to put this in? Can you give it a squeeze? Give it a squeeze. Well done, that's it, look. Thank you. Well done. I know, it's full of fruit, isn't it, darling? Right, let's put that down. Okay, should we put a little bit of our banana in? Because we need to save some of this banana to make the snowman. Well done, Orin. Okay, Mummy's going to get a spoon and we're going to add some yogurt. Okay. I'm going to move that. Oats. I always forget to add oats to our smoothies. So we'll add a couple of bits of oats. Yeah. I know you've got a lid of your tray set. And should we add some yogurt? Some plain soy yogurt. Ooh. It's got a bit of a weird texture. Mummy's going to do the zhuzhing, okay? But remember, it's quite loud. Are you ready for the noise? Do you want to help me push it down? Hey, well done! It makes a noise, doesn't it? Are your hands pink? Yeah, they are! We got pink hands! Yeah, we do. The table's just been cleaned, don't you worry. Oh, that's a good consistency. That's a proper smoothie bowl, that. The good thing, well, thank you. The good thing about smoothie bowls is you can cover them and have them the next day as well. Oh, the bin men are here. Can you see the bin lorry out the window? We need little snowman eyes and eye. Oh, look at our little snowman. This is our frozen inspired smoothie bowl, darling. This is our frozen bowl. And this is the picky. Oh, can you see? I mean, the smoothie's exiting the bowl. I think it's too bad. I think it looks kind of cute. Good boy. Mummy's gonna have some as well. Mmm. Yummy. Okay, this is one of my favourite recipes to make. It's healthy, cheap, and really quick. So it's a tofu stir fry. First of all, you want to cut up your broccoli. You want to slice up your carrots into ribbons and chop up some white onion. I'm also using some sliced mushrooms that I found in the freezer. And then you're going to chop up your tofu. So with tofu, just drain whatever liquid you find in the packet. And then obviously as you're cutting, more liquid will be released. So I tend to cut it and then pat it dry with a clean tea towel. Add your tofu into a bowl. Once it's added into the bowl, you can add just plain flour here. But I didn't this today because I'm using Chinese 5 spice. I thought a bit of extra flour, a bit of extra flavour, and it was in my cupboard, so I thought I might as well. But normally I just add a bit of plain flour here and salt and pepper. So once that's marinated, you want to, with some sesame seed oil, you want to add to a wok and fry up your tofu for 5 to 10 minutes, and probably more like 5 minutes on high. Once it's cooked on both sides, I'm going to hydrate my dried egg noodles. Essentially, all you have to do is cover them in boiling water and leave them for a while. Once the tofu has cooked and crisped on the outside, I'm going to be adding my sliced up and diced up veggies. You want to add the noodles right at the very end of the cooking process because you don't want them to go too soggy. So after adding my veggies, I just make sure there's enough oil in the pan so it doesn't dry out too much. Fry that for a little while, probably like 5 to 10 minutes, if that. I found a black bean sauce in my spice cupboard. Now, you can add this and leave it be. It will be absolutely fine like this. I added the sauce and then I decided to add a bit of extra soy sauce and ketchup mayonnaise, which we had in the cupboards. Just sometimes you just got to throw stuff into the pan and hope for the best. And it worked really, really well. It was really delicious. But as I said, it would have been fine just with the black bean stir fry sauce. And fry it with the noodles and warm up the sauce for about 5 minutes max and then serve up. Really super duper easy. We all enjoy this so much. It's really good for you. It's so cheap to make, and you can you can make some for the next day as well. So it's currently lunchtime and I'm just thinking, what can we make? We can have beans on toast, we can have sandwich, and I was thinking, do you know what? We've got frozen sausages in the freezer, the vegan Richmond ones, which are so good. So I'm going to cook those and we're going to have sausage sandwiches for lunch. I'm so excited. Oren's never tried them either, so he's going to have some as well, which I'm excited for, although he's probably going to have some after his nap because he's currently asleep right now. But Lawrence and I are starving, so I'm going to make our sandwiches now. Do you know what? Sometimes you just can't beat a warm sausage sandwich on a freezing cold day. It's so cold, honestly. Ignore my messy kitchen. Every now and then you just need such good flavour, those Richmond sausages. I really love them. I think they make the best sausage sandwiches. So I'm going to enjoy this now with my pint glass of water and catch up with you with the next meal. We have been really busy today. Excuse the lighting, but it's like right at the end of the day. So I'm just throwing together a really quick dinner from the freezer. I remembered we have our lasagna in the freezer. If you've done my stock take, you'll know all the food in my house right now. But we've got lasagna and I'm so excited. So I've just grabbed 2 portions out of lasagna, and then I'm probably gonna slice and peel and slice some carrots and boil them, and with some broccoli on the side as well. So just veg and lasagna. And I'm very excited about this. Lasagna freezes brilliantly and it reheats brilliantly. How I suggest you reheat it, so I suggest for freezing you cook it fully and then let it completely cool down, put it into portions and freeze it. And then cooking it, I grab one of these, put the portions in there that I'm going to be reheating, cover with tin foil because you don't want it to dry out. It's already kind of done the browning and things like that. I don't want it to dry out, so cover with tin foil and cook on medium heat for a long period of time, so about 45 minutes, and just let it slowly, you can cook it from frozen, just let it slowly heat up again so it doesn't lose too much moisture, and it reheats perfectly. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. Dinner's going to be a bit late tonight, so hopefully I can keep Oren distracted, but let's do it. Full disclosure, cooking from frozen, it honestly took about an hour and 20 minutes. Maybe a bit less, but it was an hour and 20 minutes on 180, so much longer than I thought. We ended up having the vegetables and lentil dal for dinner with Oren, so we've already eaten the vegetables, and then when Oren was in bed, Lawrence and I had the lasagna with some leftover chips. So yeah, anyway, it cooks for a lot longer than you think. So there's the lasagna, it's all finished. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Can't wait for the next recipe video. Enjoy the series, and yeah, bye.